Good morning, everyone. This is Shelby Creations. I wanted to take a moment to come on because I was asked a question on where I get all the paper, the different designs on the journals or the albums that we're using. And I went through, and I think everything that we're using, it's all digitals. Nothing was bought at a brick and mortar store as far as the papers. They were all downloads. They were all bought online. And I used to not do that. I used to have a fear of purchasing things online. And then the pandemic hit. And I got spoiled. Yeah. In the first album, because this is the one we're making, on camera. This is the one I made off camera, and this one's, I got to finish this up because this really needs to go to its new home. And all the papers in here are all digital. All the ephemera is digital. Well, of course the flowers and stuff aren't. But, oh wait a minute, no, I think this is the only one, these two pieces here are the only ones that are not digital. So I may be mistaken about that. I think these, because I know these two are Prima. I don't think, because I know everything in the other one that we're doing is all online. Yeah. Everything in the other one is all from online shopping, digital prints. Just those two pieces in this one are Prima. Excuse me. And I love using Prima. I love their paper. I love their flowers. I was a Prima girl for so long. And I still am to an extent. Just like, I love Tim Holtz. I mean, who doesn't love some of Tim Holtz's stuff? But I've learned that digital is a better way to go. Now, the craft stores that I have here, my local ones, I have Hobby Lobby, I have Joann's, I have Michael's. Used to be Tuesday Morning, but they've gone to where they sell hardly anything other than paper pads. And then they're really not what I would use. But all the other stuff you used to buy from Tuesday Mornings, they've stopped getting it in. I don't know why. Hobby Lobby has gone mainly, as far as paper pads here, it's just their store brand. They carry no other name of paper brand of paper pads. Their Prima flowers went from 6 feet worth, along up and down to 6 feet wide or more, are down to maybe a 2-foot section, and not even floor to ceiling anymore. Their stickers are mainly their own brand, and I always have to glue their stickers down because they never want to stay. Their Tim Holtz section, which used to be more than, the run of an aisle, is now maybe 3 feet wide. They're cutting back on everything but their brand. Michael's, unless it's Cricut, you're not going to find hardly anything there anymore. They've cut back on a lot of their outside brands. So I started buying digital. And it wasn't so much for that, but I was watching Genevieve on her YouTube channel, Genevieve Designs, watching her make this most beautiful, lovely creation. And she said it was all from templates that was in her Etsy shop. So I started looking. And yes, I have I think I have almost all of her templates now. But she has background designs and shaded papers and ephemera and, or what she calls embellishment and tags and envelopes. That's what started me. So when I go to pull papers, I'm usually pulling and always referring back to Genevieve. Well, then I started looking at different things on Etsy, because it would come up at the bottom when I would be going through Genevieve's, if you like this, you may like this. So I figured, okay, I can't find what I want in stores, I'm going to go online. So I went on to Etsy, and I put in vintage scrapbooking paper, and then vintage ephemera. And oh my gosh, at the scrumptiousness that came up. Then I put in shabby chic, scrapbooking papers and ephemera. More lusciousness came up. When you start looking online, I have several suggestions. One, create an account. Go ahead and set up your account in Etsy, so that you can have a wish list. And you'll see on a lot of them, there'll be a little heart. And when you see something that speaks to you, not something that's, oh, hi, yeah, look, here at me. No, this is, oh, yes, that is gorgeous. Oh, I could use that. And click on the heart. Make your wish list. Send it over if you have one that's, if you want to do one for Christmas, one for children, one for journals, one for whatever. Make your wish list and send what you're looking to your wish list. And then when you go in to purchase something, you finally get down to your purchase, go to your wish list and look down. Oh, yeah, I like that. Oh, I like this. But remember, when you're looking at things, go into that particular shop, because I know with Artie Maves and Medieval Mirage and My Porch Prints, they'll have the papers, then they may have an ephemera pack, they may have an add-on to what you're looking at. So, and you may want the whole collection. So go in and look. And then when you make your choices, you'll go ahead, you'll go through the payment thing, and then wait a little bit, because it'll take just not too long. It usually only takes from like 5 or 10 minutes. Then I'll get a notification in my email, well, everything's been processed, your downloads are ready, or your purchase is ready for downloads. And I'll go in and I'll download everything. And I've got a file on my computer, a little folder on my computer that I download everything to. Then from there, I put it on a flash drive. Now this is a 64 gig flash drive. And see, it's got templates on it. Yes, I've got them all labeled. And on this is every digital I have bought. I haven't been buying for too long, maybe about a year. Or, well, when the pandemic started. So, year and a half now. But they're all on here. All of them. So that, I don't know about you, but I'm on like my 3rd or 4th laptop since 2011. And I would have hated to have lost this information because my laptop or my computer or my iPad or whatever crashed. Save them on a flash drive. This way, you've always got this. And then when you go and you print them out, you've got all this wonderful goodness to play with. And it's not just one print out. You can print the stuff out as many times as you want to. So your collection of paper, instead of a paper pad going from this, you can print out the whole ream of paper if you want to. Yeah, and you can print on cardstock. You can print on regular notebook paper, or copy paper. Can't say notebook paper, copy paper. Or you can print on notebook paper if that's what you want. You can print on coffee dyed paper. You can, if you want double-sided, you run it, maybe you want a solid color on one side, you want the print on the other. Do it. Yeah, the choice is yours by then. You print what you want. How many times have we opened up a paper pad and we're sitting there, we're flipping through the paper pad, and there may be 4 sheets that we're not going to use. Well, that's wasted paper. Why not print the pages that you know you want, know you love, and go from there? And the cost is so economical that you can afford to buy, bundles or whatever. You can buy a lot. I set my goal or my limit. When I do go on, I try not to spend over $20. And I don't go on that often. But I limit myself to $20. You'd be surprised what you get for that little $20. Maybe you've only got 5. You'd be surprised what $5 will buy. But you've got it. It's in your collection. It's on your flash drive. And you can print it out as many times as you want to. So that's what I was asked. And then the different ones, I made a list of all those that I have purchased from. I did not realize how long this list was until I started writing it down. Let me put these in order on how they went, on how they were purchased. I do have things in order. So I started off with this way. Of course, I do not have Genevieve on here, but everybody else. And it's not just paper. Junk Sisters journals. I bought this huge bundle of different kind of fibers from them. It's like a yard each. And so now I've got tons of different fibers I can do tags with. I found that out from a very dear, very close friend of mine. We've got, of course, Artie Mae's Medieval Mirage, My Porch Prints, Junk with Steph, Paper Princess Digitals, Snazzy Creations, Christy Art Design, Shabby Dabby Doodah. These are just, just randomly picked some that I have listed here. And like if I want paper, I know where to go to. If I want, excuse me, ephemera or just little digital doodahs to go in there, I'm going to the Paper Outpost. Pam over there has got something that's going to go with everything. What about those that love the journals but hate to make them? You're like, oh, I don't know what I would put in them. I don't know how to go about doing it. Or I just don't want to be bothered. Got a place for that too. Someplace in Time, that's Time. Charlotte Peterson's shop in Etsy. Woman makes the most wonderful journals. Wonderful. The only thing is they sell out quick, so keep an eye on her shop. Excuse me. Oh, I don't think I've had enough coffee this morning. And it's early here. It's like 4 o'clock. Let's see, who else? Oh, again, the Paper Outpost, Pam's shop. Let's say you're new into the junk journal part. And well, where do you all get all the papers you put in it? There's old papers, there's new papers, there's, this kind of paper, that kind of paper. Where do you find it all? I go to Pam, Paper Outpost. She has something that's called a fundle, which is this humongous bunch of all kinds of papers that would fit beautifully in a junk journal. Her YouTube channel, Paper Outpost, also talks and gives lessons, tutorials about making journals. If you like the more structured ones, by structure I mean using certain papers, again, Charlotte Peterson. She does journals. I think she likes using Artie Mays. I think she's on Artie Mays' design team. She also uses, I think, Medieval Mirage. But to sit there and watch her make journals from pages that we print off, digitals that we print off, that we can do. It get the inspiration from these two ladies and from Genevieve and a lot of the other ones that we see online. What they give us, you know, just for a few minutes of our time in inspiration is, yeah, it's astronomical. But some of the prints, and yes, they're only going to print out as large as your printer, but very seldom do I use anything larger than 8.5 by 11. But some of these, like these are some of the ones that I'm using in the albums that, or the album that we're working on online. And like I said, these are all from the ladies that I mentioned. I mean, who doesn't like to have something with lines on it that doesn't look like notebook paper? You know, it's wonderful. And it doesn't stop here. Let me see. I'm going to pull out a section I have here. This is what I printed out. This is my base pile. Yeah, this is it. And as you can see, if you were to separate it into what would be in a pad that you would buy from the store, there's easily, you know, maybe $100 worth here. I can't even fold it out. But, and some of you will see duplicates printed. But this is my go-to stack of when I'm doing my albums. I'm printing this stuff out, and then I can sit here and I can pull from it. I love these here. I think this is Genevieve's Shades of Color. She's got a color that'll go with just about anything. And I mean, just look at these. Aren't these gorgeous? And sometimes what we find isn't necessarily from a digital. This one here, I don't know if you can actually see the pattern on it. But this was the back of, oh, what was it? A birth certificate? Or a deed or something. It was part of a legal page. And I thought it would be great. So I printed that one out. I printed several copies of that. But, and then what I did was I scanned it in and added it to a folder on my flash drive, which was miscellaneous backgrounds. So I'll have it whenever I want to use it. Now let's say you have, like that one there, I had a piece of paper get stuck, so it's only half a page. I don't care. I'll keep it. I'll use it. But all of these that I've got here are mainly from, let me do a count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 companies. Or 5 shops online. And I have all of that. So, it seems like digital is getting to be the place to go. But someone asked, where do I get my paper? So, that's where I get my paper. I find what I like online. I buy it. I download. I print it off. Now, this is all cardstock. I probably have, that's probably that much in regular copy paper that's sitting right over there. I've got tons of paper to play with. And believe me, we're going to be playing with a lot. So, next time you go to look for paper, give digital a try. Always remember to save it on your flash drive, because this is a lifesaver, believe me. Wait till like I said, wait till something crashes and then you're... So, I hope that has helped answer the question. And go out there, take an afternoon, and yeah, it's going to take... Don't think you're going to browse through Etsy in 15, 20 minutes. That ain't going to happen, if you excuse my expression. But when you have some spare time, a spare afternoon, sit down, scroll through it, look at what's out there. Somebody said the world is your oyster. Digitals can be the pearl. And it's pearls that make the necklace. So go out, look, have fun, play with your digitals, see what you can create. And if you like what you've seen here, give me a thumbs up. Hit the like and subscribe button. Click on the bell so you'll have upcoming notifications of upcoming videos. And I'll see you all soon. So I think we're starting part 5 in the next day or two of our memory album. Don't know if there'll be a part 6, but there's definitely a part 5 coming up. So stay tuned. Bye everybody. Have a fantastic day.